What up YouTube, it's your boy Anime Specialist. So this was another great episode of Attack on Titan. This season has been great, especially the second part of the third season. In this week's episode we learned some new things, but there was also some clarification about some things that we learned in the first part of the third season. So one of the clarification that we got in this week's episode was about the founding titan, aka the coordinate, and the reason why it's called the coordinate is because the founding titans connects every Eldians with each other, and that was quite interesting because they said that if a titan shifter dies before transferring his power to another human, the power of the titan is going to be reborn into a baby, a random baby, an Eldian. And that's why it's interesting, because like they said, the founding titan and the coordinate links and connects every other Eldian. So that's why if a titan shifter dies before sharing his power, it's gonna be reborn into another Eldian baby. So that I think was pretty interesting, because at first I thought that if a titan shifter died, the power of the titan would have died with them, but now we know because they're all connected, the power is going to be reborn within a baby Eldian. So that was quite interesting. I loved this part of the episode. Another thing that we learned is that the guy that saved Grisha in last week's episode is called Eren Kruger. So he's the owl, and he's one of the Titan shifter, you know, one of the 9 Titan shifter. He's an Eldian that infiltrated the Marleyan army, and it's cool that Grisha named his son Eren after Eren Kruger, one of the Eldian soldiers that infiltrated, you know, the Marleyan. So that was quite cool to see. We saw a little bit of Mikasa, Eren, Armin, and the scouts. They were basically talking about the world in general. Now they know that they're not the only human being alive. There's some things outside of the wall, you know, there's another civilization that wants to kill them basically. So they all know about that because they read Grisha's memoir and everything. So that was cool to see. It was cool just to see them, you know, learn about their history and everything, now that they know what's going on outside of the wall and everything. Another thing that we learned is that a Titan shifter can only live for 13 years after they acquired this power. So that was kind of sad. Even Mikasa was in denial because obviously she loves Eren, and Armin is now the Colossal Titan, so he has 13 years left in his life. Eren has like 8 years left in his life, so that's kind of sad. Mikasa's the only one that's gonna be left after they die and everything, so that was kind of sad. But yeah, they have only 13 years after they shift into a Titan shifter, so that's crazy. I don't think that they said a reason for that in this week's episode. Let me know in the comments down below, but I don't remember them saying the reason why they only have 13 years of life after they shift into a Titan. We saw a familiar face. It was Historia Reese, and it's been a while since we've seen her, you know. I don't think we've seen her in the second part of season 3, but it was really cool to see her. She's beautiful. Obviously she's the queen now. She looks a little bit older and a little bit more mature, but yeah, she looks beautiful and everything. She read Ymir's message, and something pretty weird happened, you know. So in the beginning of the episode, in the beginning of this review, we talked about the connection that the Eldians have because of the coordinate, because of the founding titan. And it seems like because Historia is from the royalty, she was able to you know, connect with Ymir's memories by, you know, touching the letter that Ymir gave her. So that was kind of weird. But there was flashback about Ymir's whole life, and we saw the end of her life. It seems like she was eaten by another Titan, and she's dead, you know, because the Marleyans probably took her power, and by taking her power, sorry, she's gonna die, you know. So that was quite interesting. I don't know how that really works, but it seems like maybe they can transfer their memories through letters or something like that. I'm not really sure, but it was pretty cool. Eren also realized that the only reason why he was able to use the Founding Titan power when he saved, Mikasa and all the other scouts is because he touched Dinah, the Smiling Titan, and Dinah is royalty. So that's the only reason why he was able to use the power, because he came in touch with another descendant of Ymir, the original Titan. So that was quite interesting, and he still didn't say to Armin and Mikasa that the Smiling Titan was actually his father's first wife. So that's kind of effed up. Hopefully he'll say it to them soon, because I don't remember. I've read the manga, but it's been a while, But yeah, man, it was quite interesting. So before we talk about the last scene of the episode, I wanted to recap everything that we talked about in this week's review, everything that I think was really important in my opinion. And the first thing was that every Eldians are connected to each other because of the Founding Titan's power, aka the coordinates. So like I said at the beginning of the review, it's pretty interesting. And the second thing is that a Titan shifter can only live for 13 years. After that, they're gonna die. So they have to transfer their Titan power to, another human being. And even if they die with their Titan power, it's gonna be reborn into a newborn baby, an Eldian. So that's all part of the connection that they have, with the Founding Titan. The Titan power, even though you cannot maybe transfer it to somebody else, it's going to be reborn anyway to a newborn baby, So that was really, really interesting. The third thing is that the guy that saved Grisha, his name is Eren Krieger. So that's probably the reason why Grisha named his son, Eren. So that was really cool. The fourth thing is that the only reason why Eren was able to use the Founding Titan's power once is because he was touching Dinah Fritz, the Smiling Titan, so he was connected to her, so that's why he was able to control the other Titans. So that was really interesting. So maybe the only way that he can use the Founding Titan power is if he's in touch with another royal family member. So if he touches Historia, maybe that's the only way that he could use the Founding Titan power. We learned that each Titan power has a name, and the name of the Titan power that Eren Krieger has, and one of the Titan power that Eren Yeager has right now, it's named the Attack Titan. So Eren has the Attack Titan, and he has the Founding Titan inside of him. Anyway, now we're gonna talk about the last scene of the episode, because I think it was really, really important. So Eren Krieger said, to save Mikasa, Armin, and everyone else, you must see it through. So obviously he wanted Grisha Yeager to go to the walls and obtain the Founding Titan and take it from the Reese family, because we all know there's a curse that the king inside of the walls has. He cursed the royal family so that they can't really achieve what they want to achieve, So Grisha Yeager actually did it. He took it from them, he gave it to Eren and everything. But the most important part of the scene is that Eren Krieger said to save Mikasa, Armin, and everyone. So at that time, Mikasa and Armin, they weren't alive yet, Eren wasn't alive. So that was really interesting, and I think my theory about that, I've read the manga and everything, but I don't think they've really talked about it. But my theory about it is that, like they said at the beginning of the episode, I've talked about it throughout this review. The Eldians are all connected by the Founding Titan, the coordinates. So I think they're connected through space and time, So that's quite interesting. So basically, I think that the connection that the Eldians have because of the Founding Titan and aka the coordinate. I think that it goes through time and space, so that's the reason he was having memories of someone in the future, basically the memories of maybe Grisha in the future, or Aaron's memory, because their connection, it goes deeper than that. It goes through time, so I think that was the most important part of the episode, because Armin and Mikasa aren't even born yet. So I really like that part of the episode. It gave me chills, him naming Mikasa and Armin years before they were born, so I really like that part of the episode. But it was another solid episode of Attack on Titan. Let me know what you thought about this week's episode in the comments down below, and let me know what you think is gonna happen next. There's only one episode left in season 3, so I can't wait for that. Let me know if I forgot to talk about some things in this week's episode. There was a lot of things, not as much as last week's episode, but maybe I forgot something. So let me know and let's have a discussion about it. So like I said, there's only one episode left in season 3, and right now all I'm gonna say about the manga is that it's going strong, but they said that they're gonna end it pretty soon. So we'll have about 4 to 5 seasons or maybe 6 seasons of Attack on Titan, so I can't wait for the rest of the seasons. The manga is great. I love what they're doing right now in the manga. I'm not gonna spoil it for the anime only, so don't worry about that. But yeah, man, there's a lot of things that happens in Attack on Titan that I can't wait to talk about. It's an amazing series, I think, in my opinion, one of the best manga / anime series of all time. Just the lore of Attack on Titan is great, man. It expanded a lot in this season because of everything that we learned, but I can't wait for what's coming next. I do Attack on Titan reviews every Sundays till season 3 is over. I also do other anime related things like Black Clover reviews on Tuesdays, One Piece reviews on Saturdays, and Kimetsu no Yaiba Demon Slayer reviews also on Saturdays. The Wano arc in One Piece starts July 7th, so early July, so stay tuned for that, because there's a new director for the series, there's a new art style, new animation, so it's gonna be a great arc. I can't wait for that. I've been waiting for that for like 2 years. There's also a new anime coming to my channel early July. It's called Dr. Stone. It looks amazing. I like the art style and the story looks great, so I'm gonna review this anime weekly, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, thank you for watching. This season of Attack on Titan has been great in my opinion, and let me know how hype you are for the rest of the series, But yeah, man, like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, man. Anime Specialist out. Peace. My bad.